What's up, guys? Welcome. I changed the introduction, the greetings, and today let's find out how Brits would react in very quirky situations. Because this is about British people doing weird and funny things in unusual situations. Well, first, let's imagine Brits apologizing to the furniture. Like, for example, walking into a chair and saying, "Oh, sorry, excuse me." Epic. But how about politely queuing for the bathroom in their own house? Even if it's just one person ahead of them, waiting patiently outside the loo. Very nice. Fine. British at the finest, yeah. But we talk about British, so T, it's a symbol of British people. A quirky situation, it's Brits debating the correct way to make tea for hours, for example. A fierce argument about milk first or tea first, with scientific diagrams to back up their claims. Well, I can imagine two Brits debating the correct recipe for a perfect tea, not for hours, for days, debating the same thing, and after a couple of days they will be just like the beginning, with the same claims. Next, it's like the Americans. Well, imagine British people clapping for the bus driver, after arriving to the stop, like say, "Oh, good job, thank you." A round of applause every time they disembark a bus, as if it's a stage performance. Well, the next one, it's a funny one. Having a full conversation about weather while standing under a torrential rain. It's a bit wet today, isn't it? As they soaked without even putting an umbrella up. Well, this is a very unusual sight, like standing in the rain without any umbrella and saying, "It's a bit wet today, isn't it?" Wow. So that's I need to order my ideas in my mind. So but what about British holding a referendum on whatever to put cream or jam first on a scone? Everything complete with campaign posters and even debates and official votes, political debates and official votes. Well, I think this could be a good idea to establish some rule about cream or jam on a scone. But let's imagine British people wearing socks with sandals while discussing high fashion in Milano. This is insane. Completely obvious to the contrast between their fashion and the critic, their own attire. But in Milano. Alright. This was funny as hell. British funny. Alright. Next. Hosting a barbecue in the pouring rain. Acting like it's the perfect weather. Alright. If the barbecue is gas powered, yes, I think this is possible. Or electrical power. Like grilling sausages with an umbrella, for example. And a cup of tea nearby, commenting how it's a bit of drizzle. Imagine Brits people inside a restaurant, not in Britain, somewhere else, making a complaint in a restaurant by saying, "Oh, it's lovely, really, but..." Then spending 10 minutes apologizing for complaining while smiling. Alright. Well, let's see, this one is alright. Compulsively forming a quay behind the dog at the park, just waiting patiently for the dog to decide whether to move or not. Alright, this is too much. Well, now the next one, it's poor British. Let's imagine them. British people or Brits, call them whenever you like, bringing out the finest china and cutlery for a microwave meal. Yeah. Sitting down with a ready-made lasagna, like it's a Michelin star dinner. Of course, and a tea with milk nearby. Let's imagine Brits like saying, "Lovely weather," during a hurricane. Sorry, but this is too much. Because British optimism is at its finest as they cling to their umbrellas while being blown sideways by the hurricane. Well, we need to respect the British optimism, right? What a lovely weather in the middle of a hurricane. Well, but the next one, it's the cherry on the cake. Try to imagine Brits singing "God Save the Queen" in the shower. except halfway through discussing if the weather temperature is too hot or not. God save the queen in the show. Let's imagine a burglar entering in a British home and the owner of the house trying to make a small talk with the burglar. Oh, I see you're having a look around. Can I offer you a cup of tea? Jesus Christ. So, serving the burglar with a cup of tea just to be polite. But the last one is, let's imagine Brits wearing full formal attire just to take out the bins. A suit, a tie, and maybe even a bowler hat, of course, and of course the umbrella, as they gracefully roll the rubbish to the trash bin. Well, these are quirky habits in unusual context, so take it as it is. It's for the sake of ASMR. And maybe it crossed the line somehow, but my full respect to the Brits and UK. Love that country. Right. This was so funny. By the way, I made also a video about American doing the weird things in the unusual situation. So just take a look on that video. If you're interested in the series, I don't know, but if I get enough likes, I will continue with this type of topics. By the way, thank you very much for watching, and of course, until next time, I have the same ending. All the best to you. Bye bye. Or I wish you